guys, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we are doing another player review, and that is going to be around Hagi. Now, this morning's upload at 8 o'clock, I uploaded a Rivaldo review. So what I'm doing is I'm doing 3 icon cams. If you haven't seen the Rivaldo video, I'm doing 3 icon cams that are between the price of like 500k and 400k. So tomorrow at 5 p.m. I will be uploading a video which is going to be the best icon cam under 500k, where I compare 3 of these cards. One of them being Hagi, the other one being Baby Rivaldo, and the last one will be Baby Socrates. So tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I will be dropping a Baby Socrates player review as well. So obviously I'm going to compare the 3 cards in the best icon cam under 500k, but also you can then come to these individual videos and see the individual review of each card if that suits you. So let's go to today's video then. We are looking at Hagi. Now I've pre-recorded, we played 2 games with him, scored 4 goals, 3 assists. I'm going to show you all the highlights of each of his attributes and things like that, and then go through what I think about it, etc, etc. So he's 5'8", medium low work rates. I don't particularly like the work rates, and maybe I did see that in game a little bit actually. You know, sometimes, you know, he doesn't move that much, and I did find when I was playing him at central cam in the 4-2-3-1, he kind of sat in Ben Yedder's spot at the striker role a little bit more than I would anticipate him to originally. Now he is 4-star, which is great, to be honest with you, and obviously much better than the Rivaldo 2-star weak foot, but we're not going to compare those today. Now, if we have a look at the pace on Hagi, then he's got 88 acceleration and 85 sprint speed. Obviously, with the Hunter that I've applied to him, he goes up to 98 and 95 sprint speed. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few clips of the recordings that I've done of just, you know, where I've played the ball over the top to him, or I've drove with him and kind of just test out that pace on the card. As you can see from those clips, now I didn't feel like Hagi was as fast as with the chem style it suggested. I don't know if I felt like he was like a 98 acceleration card, really. I just didn't feel like he had that burst about him. He was quick, don't get me wrong, and against 90% of defenders, 95% of defenders anyway, he's going to have the better of them. But I did feel like that maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe he just wasn't as fast as his card suggested originally. Right, the next thing we're going to look at is shooting. Then he's got 81 attacking positioning, 86 with the chem style, 78 finishing, which isn't great, and then 88 with the chem style, 96 shot power with the chem style, 91 without, 89 long shots, 84 volleys, 95 with, and 85 penalties, 95 with. Obviously, I had a couple of penalties with Hagi, which we did Panenka down the middle, and he scored them, but obviously I can't really count that as a penalty because anyone can do that. Now, in terms of his shooting, what I'll do is, first of all, I'll show you the clips, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay, so obviously he scored a few goals. However, he did miss a couple of chances, and I think that's just down to his finishing, to be honest. There was a chance, which I would have showed you from the second game, where he kind of like finesses it clear, and it still goes wide from a very close angle, and then also has a shot that's saved by the goalkeeper. I feel like his finishing was just a little bit inconsistent, and I wouldn't really want that from a cam. And that's the only kind of qualm I have with his shooting. Other than that, obviously, he did score the finesse goal from outside the box, and he was very... I just can't give him the word clinical. I just feel like he was a little bit inconsistent in his shooting. So onto his passing then, he's got 84 vision, 87 crossing, 93 kick accuracy, 86 short passing, 81 long passing, and 88 curve. Now, his passing overall was really good. I'm going to show you a few clips now of just, where he makes passes here and there. A few long passes as well, which he misplaces. But, I'll show you as many clips as I can now. Those are the clips then of his passing. I mean, his short passing was pretty good. And a few driven passes, long passes and things. Overall his passing was great. I'm not going to sit there and say, his passing isn't good enough, blah, blah, blah. Because in general, I found like his passing was, and probably, as the card suggests, 86 short passing and 81 long passing. I'd probably say that is pretty fair for this card and to a good standard. Now, in terms of his dribbling, 89 agility, 87 balance. Obviously, he's only 5'8" as well. So, he should be agile. He should be very, move quickly, turn quickly in game. He's got 80 reactions, 85 ball control, 88 dribbling, and 84 composure. Now, I feel like maybe the composure is going to be included in his shooting on his finishing, perhaps, and that kind of those two being lower than his other statistics could potentially be the reason why he's missing a few chances here and there. So what I'll do is I'm going to show you now a few clips of where he goes into the game, where he's been dribbling, he's turning as well, so you can kind of see his agility and balance in game. Obviously, he made some good runs, and then, a few of the clips might be repeated, mainly because, obviously, he does a dribble and then makes a pass or then shoots, etc. Now, they're going to be the last clips on Hagi. So, overall, I feel like his agility and balance in-game, and I don't know if it's heavy gameplay. At the moment, the gameplay isn't spectacular, and I feel like that kind of does affect the way this card kind of plays in game, and that's mainly his turning and the agility and balance side of things. But I honestly think that is literally due to the gameplay. Now, in terms of defending, his defensive stats are not very good. Now, he's got 80 stamina, which isn't great, and his strength and aggression. Now, obviously, you just seen in a few of the clips. Actually, he does fight for the ball more than what his strength and aggression suggests, which is a major positive on this card. Now, the only other thing to look at is the player traits. Now, he's got the flare trait, long shot taker, playmaker, and the chip shot. I was a little bit disappointed this card doesn't have the finesse shot trait. I feel like it just should. I feel like Hagi's that sort of card that you would just presume would have the finesse shot trait. Now, his finesses were really good anyway. I did try a few in game, which you'd have seen in the clips. And it kind of leads me to think, he doesn't necessarily need the finesse shot trait because his finishing is quite spectacular as it is. Right, that is it, guys. Then that is the look on that. I'm going to go into the final analysis now, tell you some good links, some positives and negatives with this card, and give you my final verdict on it. Into the final analysis then. Best position on this card, I would say central cam. You probably could play him wide cam in game, but if you are going to play him wide, make sure you have a substitute available because he's only got 80 stamina. 80 stamina at this stage of the game is enough, but it's not probably going to be perfect. Now, in terms of best chem style, I'd give this card a Hunter for sure. Good things, he is an icon, so, he doesn't have many strong links because he's Romanian. I don't even know, I can't think of any Romanians off the top of my head. Adrian Mutu, who's not in the game. Anyway, rating out of 10. I would probably give this card, at this stage of the game, a 7.5 out of 10. I felt like he was pretty good. I enjoyed using him. He wouldn't be my go-to cam. I wouldn't say, I need this guy in my team, but he was decent. Do you know what I mean? That was where I'd go with this card. Now, in terms of positives, his dribbling's really good, and I'd say his speed on the ball. Like the way he turns dribbles, his speed on the ball and his dribbling overall is rather great. Now, in terms of his negatives, I would say the work rates. I feel like sometimes he just kind of got caught and he just stopped. Like he stopped playing in game, and it's a little bit irritating and difficult to kind of get to grips with like where he was on the pitch. Sometimes I kind of lost him and I'm like, hold on, like this card should be there, but he just didn't seem to be where I would expect him to be, which is the only issue there. Now, should you buy the card? He is like on the cheaper end of icon cams, right? He's 400k. He can finish. Okay, albeit like he's not fully consistent, but he can 100% finish. He can shoot. He can finesse from the edge of the area. He's 4-star. Yeah, I mean, I probably would recommend this card. I feel like if you are looking for a cam in your team and you need an icon for links, I think he is going to be your guy. Right, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel if you are new. If there are any icons or like any specific positions under a certain price that you want me to review, kind of let me know down in the comments and I will get to them. Obviously, best icon cam under 500k will be dropping on tomorrow at 5 p.m. and that will be a comparison between Hagi, Rivaldo, and Socrates. So make sure you are subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.